This week has been a year, but you know what? All across the country, people have been showing up in person, making their opposition to Trump's actions and agenda known. This was the scene outside the Stonewall Inn today in New York City. Hundreds of people showed up to protest the Trump administration removing all mention of trans people from the Stonewall National Memorial Site, which, after all, commemorates a riot by trans people. It's like telling Cooperstown they're no longer allowed to mention baseball anymore. This was a different part of New York City yesterday. About 400 protesters marching from one ICE office, Immigration and Customs Enforcement office, to another to protest the Trump administration's immigration actions. Around the same time, all the way across the country, protesters gathered outside a Tesla dealership in Seattle to protest Elon Musk's gutting of the federal government as the president's top campaign donor. Today in Boston, Massachusetts, hundreds of people marched on Boston Common to protest against both Trump and, again, his top campaign donor, Elon Musk. In D.C. today, federal workers and their supporters and regular members of the public protested outside the Health and Human Services building as Robert F. Kennedy started his first full day of work as HHS secretary. They left Valentines for Valentine's Day that were made with spoons, which is a sort of adorable way to say get lost in response to the Trump administration's resign or else fork in the road emails. Hey, fork you, we're not doing it. Here's some spoons instead. Over this weekend, we're expecting additional protests. This coming Monday, President's Day, a whole bunch of different groups are planning a national day of protests on Monday. We expect that the main protest will be at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. at Upper Senate Park.